And it's looking like everything is wonderful in La La Land again. It looks like it is. Don't know. Trying to figure this out here. Sorry, guys, bear with me. I'm having conflicting messages, but apparently we are live, and I'm very happy about that. So, welcome to Tea Talk, everyone. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here today on Tuesday. And I don't know if you realize this, but what we're going to cover is the surprising benefits of hugs, how it boosts mood, relieves pain. And in this, we're actually celebrating International Hug Day. Probably didn't know that, did you? Have you hugged anyone today? And if not, well, you're in for a treat because we are going to explore the amazing power of a hug because today is International Hug Day. Just so you know, it's also International Sweatpants Day. So if you're looking to do two birds, one stone, throw on some sweats and go give someone a hug. Okay. Well, why do you want to do that? Well, we're going to actually have a look at the science, the magic, and of course, some of the surprising truths about the power of a hug. And of course, we've all heard that hugs are good for us, but do we truly understand the full impact that they have on our health? So on International Hug Day, it's more than just a comforting gesture. Hugs are packed with benefits that can help boost your well-being in ways you probably never even imagined. In fact, I didn't until I started putting this together. So we do know hugs feel good, that's a given, but did you know that they can actually reduce stress levels? Yeah, you feel less stressed, but a good hug will trigger the release of oxytocin. You know, that's the love hormone that helps lower stress. But here's the thing, it also decreases the stress hormone, cortisol. And the link between these two hormones is an absolute game changer for your body. You feel less anxious, your body's natural stress response is turned down a notch, and it's all thanks to a simple embrace. So here's a couple of tips I want to give you about hugging someone. When you're hugging someone who's really stressed or in their pain, or they're in pain, you can try matching your breathing with their breathing by, synchronizing your breath with theirs. It actually helps them feel more relaxed and connected. It enhances the calming effect of a hug that it would give anyway, but it just enhances that. And chances are they're not even going to realize what you're doing unless you tell them. So don't tell them, just do it. That's what I do. Additionally, hugging in rhythm can create, sorry, humming. I meant to say hugging. Humming while hugging. Too many words beginning with H. Okay, try that again. Humming while hugging in rhythm to the breathing can also create gentle vibrations that promote relaxation and it does deepen the sense of connection. A few years back, I spent roughly 4 years helping a young lady who was, incredibly traumatized. And when she was triggered, that's exactly what I would do for her. I would hold on to her, I'd match her breathing, I'd start to hum, and it worked wonders. So I don't know, maybe you guys have a special way or technique of comforting someone during a hug. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments what you do because I love learning new things too. Now, when you're hugged, your brain releases oxytocin as well, which is not only a stress reliever, but it's also a painkiller. In fact, studies show that hugging can decrease pain perception, making it a great tool for managing physical discomfort. Now, it's not going to be like, a shot of Demerol or whatever the drug of the day is. I don't even know anymore. But, it does make a big difference. Now, for those living with chronic illness or pain, a hug can be simple, and it's an effective way to ease the intensity of that suffering. And this is especially important because chronic pain can isolate people emotionally, and a hug can bridge that gap, and it offers a sense of connection and comfort that they might not feel otherwise. Now, what if you don't have anyone to hug? All right, well, if you're feeling alone and without a warm embrace, you can consider hugging yourself. Seriously, you just wrap your arms around your own body and hold tightly and just be present in the moment. It's not quite the same as hugging another person. I get that, but it can still have a positive effect on your mental and emotional state. In fact, self-hugging can boost your oxytocin levels, reduce stress, and even give you a sense and feeling of safety and security. Now, if you got music playing in the background, you can try breathing or humming to the beat or the tones. You'd be amazed at how that feels. Now, let's face it, some of us might not like hugging at all. Physical contact with others could be overwhelming or uncomfortable due to, sorry, I got a hair driving me crazy, uncomfortable due to post-trauma or touch aversion even. I'm one of those people who I prefer hugging teddy bears and pillows. These soft, comforting objects, they provide a similar sense of security and warmth without all the complexities of human interaction. So not only does this help me feel better, it's also a great reminder for me that finding your own way to feel comforted is perfectly okay. We don't have to pull out the blue book. What's the proper protocol for being, comforting myself? No. Sometimes we just need to be alone with our emotions without the pressure of someone else's presence or their reactions. We don't even want to think about it. It's about giving yourself permission to feel and heal in your own way without having to be concerned about anyone else. All right. Now, hugs are also essential for social bonding. When we hug, our bodies engage in a powerful interaction with the other person's energy. This helps us feel closer and emotionally connected. Plus, it boosts our overall mental health, which is important, especially for children. There's actually dozens of studies out there right now that are showing babies, if they're hugged regularly, they will develop a stronger immune system and they'll have healthier brain functions, which pretty much explains everything about me. As a baby, I didn't know I needed hugs, and my parents didn't, apparently they didn't receive that memo. So that's okay. I perfected the art of hugging teddy bears and dolls and cats and pillows instead. And let me tell you, I loved that they never complained. It's kind of a neat thing. It's almost like hugs are a special code that tells our bodies we're in this together. We're okay. Even if it's just me, myself, and I. Oh, and I want to share a quirky little fun fact with you that I dug up while I was putting this together. Did you know that there's a tree hugging craze going on? It started actually in Shanghai, China, about a year and a half ago. I think it was in April of 2023. You can Google that. Let me know. But it all began with a woman, and I couldn't pronounce her name, so I'll leave that alone before I murder it. But she was feeling a little bit tipsy after a night out with her husband, and she just hugged a random tree on an empty street, and immediately she felt its positive effects. So she shared her experience on social media, and it quickly went viral and it inspired so many other people to try it as a way of relieving stress and anxiety. Can you imagine that? A whole city of tree huggers literally taking the concept of a natural embrace to all new heights. Have you ever tried it? Let me know if you did. And if you haven't and you do, let me know what it did for you. I know I'm looking for the perfect tree to hug if you really want to know, and then I'll try it myself. But something else you probably didn't know, a hug can actually improve your heart health. Seriously. When you hug someone, your heart rate slows down and your blood pressure drops. And this can contribute to a healthier cardiovascular system. So not only is hugging a wonderful stress reliever, but it also promotes a healthier heart. And hugging doesn't just feel good emotionally, it's also a real contributor to physical health. For people with chronic illness, um, I want to really make a special note on this, especially if you're dealing with people with chronic illness. It's vital to note that while hugs can be healing, we also need to be mindful of how that person is feeling. Many will be in severe pain or have sensitivity issues. And as a result, they might not always be up for that bear hug. So it's essential to approach these kind of situations with kindness, compassion, gentleness. A soft, mindful hug can provide emotional relief without causing discomfort. Now, if I can see that they're in discomfort or I'm aware of a particular challenge that they might be having, I always ask first because sometimes even a soft hug is just too much, even if they really do want one. But What about those who are constantly dealing with illness, isolation, or even trauma? For people struggling with these experiences, the act of hugging can bring deep emotional healing. Sometimes the power of a hug can be more significant than any medication out there. It's a nonverbal, comforting gesture that says, I see you, I'm here, and you're not alone. And for someone who's been through traumatic experiences, a hug can create a safe space for healing, even if it is just for a brief moment. So, okay, let's move on to the sheer power of a well-timed hug. Now, there is research showing that when people are feeling down, a hug can literally shift their mood. It stimulates the brain, certain brain regions associated with reward and pleasure, making them feel happier and more content. And the bonus is that it's not just about the person receiving the hug, even the person giving the hug gets a boost from it too. So this two-way exchange of positive energy is what makes hugs such a beautiful healing act. It's an awesome win-win. So the next time you're feeling stressed, anxious, isolated, just reach for a hug, whether it's from a friend, family member, your pet, yourself, your favorite pillow. The simple act of hugging can have a really profound physical, emotional, and mental benefits as well. And remember that even if you're someone who doesn't have anyone nearby to hug, don't underestimate the power of just a few seconds of self-love. Just embrace yourself. Hold on for a moment and let that healing power of a hug work its magic. Be surprised. It's free, it's easy, and it could change your life in more ways than one. In the end, hugs are one of life's simplest yet most effective tools for staying healthy, sane, and connected. So whether you're dealing with stress, physical pain, or you just need a moment to relax, a hug might be exactly what you need. So go ahead, give someone a hug. It's a gift to and from both of you. Pretty cool. Now, speaking of gifts and good energy, there's a Vitality for Life show. Sorry, that's my dinner cooking. There's a Vitality for Life show that's on tomorrow night. It's called How Good Energy Leads to a Healthier Weight. And we're going to have a guest, Dr. Bruce Daggy. He's also going to be sharing with us his knowledge about those weight loss drugs, Ozempic and Wegovy. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't use it, but it's also used for diabetes and more. There's going to be a whole lot in this show. So that'll be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. for us, West Coast people. And if you're looking for more ways to feel good, I have a wellness center, DannyCadeWellness.com. I'll put the link with that as well as the link to my group, Danny's Wellness Tribe. It's a little Facebook group where it's growing all the time, and it's just, people that are like-minded. We just want to get out and feeling better than how we have been feeling. So we share a lot of information with each other. Jump in there and share what you've got. I'd love that. And if you're liking this show, I have a YouTube channel, again, Danny Cade Wellness. And one other thing, yeah, if you're one of those quiet people that you just like kind of kicking back with a cup of tea and, reading something interesting, I also have a blog as well. So I'm going to put all the links for that up above for everything that you've seen and then some. And do join me tomorrow. I'm doing a wellness show, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right here, same station, same place. And I'm going to be going over a little bit more about what's in that Vitality for Life show tomorrow. So if you want to see if this is worth your time or not, come and check it out with me. I would love that. All right, I think I've got you covered. I've taken up more time than I had planned on, but happy International Hug Day and happy International Sweatpants Day. I hope it's been absolutely wonderful for you. And I'm looking forward to being able to see you tomorrow as well. Okay, take care, everyone. See you then. Bye for now.